but if I pull too hard, oh yeah, okay, there, it does. Now that might have been, that was glued on, so I gotta re-glue that, but that does give us access to our aileron control servo. Yeah,
and you're done flying for the day.
I'm done with this one. You guys hear this bird in tons of our videos. It is called a killdeer. They're very unique birds because they have their nests usually in gravel on the ground, and they have a very cool defense system for their nest.
Usually they would be up and running by now, but she knows we know.
Watch her, watch what she does.
She might not do it again.
We're getting closer.
Yeah, she's not gonna do it.
Well, we know where the nest is, but generally she tries to draw our attention away from the nest by acting like she's hurt.
She's just defending right now. I think it's usually the dad that is the one that acts hurt. Papa.
We might check in later, but that's a killdeer. They tend to take our attention away from the nest, act like they're injured, so the predator would chase after the bird and not
she already did that today though. So she knows we know.
Yeah. But isn't that cool? They lay their eggs in the ground, usually around gravel, and look how even in that spot where it's at, how camouflaged the eggs are.
There's deadbeat dad.
Oh, come on. Yeah, so he'll do his best to draw our attention.
Nope, deadbeat dad. Oh, we're starting with nesting.
What was Horizon thinking when they made this XCub completely ready to fly airplane for under $100 with 2 props, 2 batteries, flight stabilization, aileron control surfaces, elevator and rudder control? They have a cool warbird that they could be charging $200 for, but they're not. It's $99. And now they have a trainer cub also. You can buy it right now under $100. They could be charging at least 40 or 50 more dollars. What were they thinking? Let's see if this thing actually flies.
This one actually looks kind of smaller, Nate. At least it's just like the body, it's just not as beefy looking.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Is there? Just like the P-51, this uses a 1S Molex connector battery. No, I did not say IC1, 1S. They didn't make a new proprietary battery for these. Good for them.
It's not as funny the second time.
Well, some people didn't watch the P-51 video.
Hey, and he didn't mess up the prop this time. Good job.
It's landing gear. Landing gear on it. Okay, landing gear on because this one came with the tail wheel on. Look at that. Oh yeah, okay, here we go.
Where are you going?
It was full elevator to get in the air, so that's where I was going.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It pulled right.
I'm trimming it up some. It's nosing down a little bit.
It's all your fault, Nate. You should pull it out of the box differently.
If you pull it out of the box level, it flies perfect. If you angle it when it comes out of the box, whatever angle you pull it out of the box is the angle it likes to fly. That's how airplanes are born.
Bad job.
I'm sorry. Flying good.
I can't.
Nice and yellow silver airplane. I honestly do think the P-51 was flying a little better. I just feel like it was more responsive. This one has that high wing kind of trainer look to it, but I do really think, my personal experience is the P-51 was flying better than this, and that's in stabilized mode. Now, you know, you might have a personal preference and say you like the way this one looks more, and that's fine, but if you want a good flying experience, so far I like the P-51. We still have more things to test. I want to test it in intermediate mode. I want to test it on the ground doing takeoff and landing again. I'm also going to test it in advanced mode, and then there's a stunt button too. So this all could change based on these other flight modes, especially advanced mode. So let's go ahead and bump it up to intermediate, which should give us a little more control. Just like the P-51, I don't feel a lot of difference in that. If I hold it, it gets a little sharper, but I don't feel a huge difference. So that might be a good thing. Now this should get me back, yeah, let's go advanced mode. There we go, and let's see if I can do a roll. Oh gosh, that was pretty hard.
Woo!
Oh man, I almost lost her. So let's put her back in stabilized mode, get it back. So again, I think the P-51's flying better in all modes so far. Let's hit the stunt button though and see how that does. So we're gonna push and hold, pick a direction, and there goes that roll. Oh, look at that roll. And we lost a lot of altitude on that, clearly. It did it, but did you see the struggle? Could you see how much it was fighting to get over? And that's for a few different reasons. The landing gear adds weight to it, and then the high wing too. So it's supposed to be more of a trainer style airplane where it's a pendulum that wants to swing back to center. The P-51 was made to be more aggressive and roll better and everything. It's a low wing airplane.
Are you gonna try this without the landing gear?
Yeah, let's do that. See if that makes a big difference or not. The P-51 felt good with the landing gear on too though, but let's go ahead and do a runway landing. Take the landing gear off and see how it flies. So that's really good. Good idea, Abby. Very bouncy. Oh. Let's do one more. Can we make a better takeoff? Yes.
Yeah, oh
How
my
can we
goodness.
make a better landing? Let's try it really fast and we'll try flying it with the landing gear just off. And I wonder if that tail wheel comes off easily like it does on the P-51.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
What an approach.
yeah, you know, just giving my passengers good run. Oh, I don't know. Let's take the landing gear off.
Oh, break it. You're like bending them.
Sorry.
This is the questionable one.
Yeah. Now it comes up. There we go.
Done. All right.
We did this with another kind of aCHEAP brand, maybe it's Valentin, I can't remember. One of these little cubs. It flew really well with the landing gear off, and I actually do think it's flying better already. Look at the bird chasing me. It's like, what are you? Pretty cool. Because your landing gear's tucked, you look like a little bird. Yeah, that's really cool. Chasing. I think it's flying better. I honestly think this is a much better experience with that landing gear off. And I like the way it looks too. Even
Take
if
it
it's
out of
not-
stabilization.
Yeah, we're going to. So let's climb it up a little bit. I should be able to control it okay. And yeah, it's just more controllable, right? That's nice. Yeah, this is great. It's almost like a little stunt plane now. Well, I want you guys to see I can control it too. The aCHEAP warbirds are very uncontrollable. I do need to trim it up. In their unstabilized mode. Here's a loop. Not too bad, not too bad. We'll go into a roll. Still a little hard on the roll compared to the P-51. I just felt like it had more controllability in the air. Hey. And Abby,
Will,
you mentioned it.
Where'd you go?
You mentioned
Will,
it.
snap.
Let's do it. Snapping. No.
It falls with style.
You mentioned in the other P-51 video, these are brushed motors that are geared
I said
out.
it sounded like it's brushed.
That's right. So
Because it is.
just wanted to mention that about this one too. You know, kind of a funny intro to the video saying what were they thinking, and we're kind of poking fun because they actually have something under $100 that flies pretty good.
I mean,
2 batteries.
especially saying that, what was it called? The Champ? Is that
The
like one
Champ,
of their
yeah, that was
only
the
things
yellow
they've
one.
ever had under $100?
10 years ago.
And these fly way better.
I would say they fly better than the Champ, yes. All right. Yeah, the Champ, Abby, had a little bit of a sneeze there off camera. The Champ was their sub $100 ready to fly plane, and it did not have the control surfaces that these have. And so the XCub is actually better than the Champ in many ways. That's very awesome, but I think the P-51 is even better. So when I say what were they thinking, that is definitely a joke for any employees at Horizon that might take that out of context. It has happened before. That was a joke because it's really good bang for your buck. You can't go wrong with either one of these airplanes, but in my opinion, the P-51 is better. They're both linked in the description box below. Let's see if we can do a nice belly landing in the grass, and I want to show you guys something, see if this one has the secret feature that the P-51 had. So does the XCub have the secret feature that the P-51 has? And I'm looking and looking and looking, and I don't think it does. This looks like it could be, but if I pull too hard, oh yeah, okay, there, it does. Now that was glued on, so I gotta re-glue that. But that does give us access to our
That's good though.
aileron control servo. Yeah,
And you're done flying for the day.
I'm done with this one. Hey, we know what's under there.
They should have put one of those little stickers and said like do not step and do not open unless absolutely necessary.
Gosh. And so yeah, the P51 gives you access to all of the servos where this one does not. So very interesting choices in my opinion when directly compared this one to the P51, same price, same company. I say the P51 is the home run, but again, this one is still solid, especially when you compare it to something like we were talking about, the Champ. So I'm really happy to see both of these under $100 ready to fly airplanes, 2 batteries, 2 props, for sale by Horizon. If you want to support our channel, if you like the honesty, the brutalness of our videos, these are linked in the description box below. Be sure to pick one up. Great gift ideas for Father's Day, great gift ideas for Christmas, any birthday. That's an awesome price point and you're gonna have a lot of fun with it. And I wanna say a massive thanks to God for blessing us with this beautiful day to get out here and fly and share this experience with you guys. Also a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your insanely awesome support.
She's not running today.
Oh, there she goes. Now she's on. There you go. Oh, good job. See, it's working.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, look at me, I'm a hurt bird. Oh, come get me.
That's crazy. They would literally sacrifice themselves.
Well,
it's amazing.
She's a smart bird. What, you know, if I go fast, right, she'll run or fly away.
Yeah.
She's just trying to pull us away from the eggs. I mentioned it many times in this video. If you missed it, you really need to watch it. That is the P51 that was released at the same time as this airplane, and that video is popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye.